Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Luther High School. We are glad that you are with us here this evening as we have an opportunity to recognize the achievements of our senior class. My name is Phil Punzel, principal here at Luther High School. So glad that you're here with us this evening. If you are new to school, restrooms are located just outside the hallway if needed. Let's begin our evening with prayer. Heavenly Father, today again is another day of your grace, and we are thankful for the fact that you have won the gift of salvation for each and every one of us. For that we are thankful. Give us opportunities to share that gift with others that you put us into contact with. Heavenly Father, again today we come to you asking that you be with Aaron McHenry. Aaron, who is a sophomore student here at Luther High School, whose stepmother passed away unexpectedly last night. Continue to be with Aaron and his family. Bless Aaron and his family with peace, patience, wisdom, energy, and understanding. We ask this in your name. Amen. All right. We're going to call Mr. Lersch up to the stage as he talks a little bit about the scholarship awards that our seniors have earned.
All right, thanks, Mr. Punzel. And my name is Mark Lersch, and one of my duties here is called the Guidance Director. And one of the things to be the Guidance Director, what I need to do is organize this night and these scholarships and things like that for our seniors. So the scholarship presentation is kind of divided up into three parts. The first part, scholarships awarded by others, and then some music awards, and then my second part, foundation and friends scholarships, and then the athletic awards, and then the third part is the community scholarships that are awarded by Luther High School. All right, so we'll start with, right through your program, the scholarships awarded by others, and what we'll have, we have 22 students in this part. Instead of having them all come up, we'll do the first 11 students first and then sit down and trade off. So these students come on up here and stand up here, then I'll tell you what to do. Sean McCoy, Micah Schiebel, Hannah Johnson, Elijah Hoppy, Ben Crabtree, Isaac Duberstein, come on, Mari Gilbertson, and Bryn Burr, and Nick Schultz, and Grace Berg, and Claire Yu. So this group of scholarships right here, 22 students, these are ones given by colleges, businesses, community organizations, and for most of these I only know about them because this is what the students told me on a Google form that they submitted by May 3rd. A couple of them came in after that, I was able to get it on, but these are mostly self-reported. There might be a couple that the students don't know about that the organization sent to me. All right, and I went through all the money on this, added up the money that's either off of tuition or checks, and came out to be $970,470 just in this part. All right, and there'll be some more coming later. All right, so these some are checks I'll give to you, some you will have gotten, or there'll be money off of your tuition. All right, so we'll do this, seniors. I'll first say your name, take a big step forward so people can see who you are, and then I'll read the scholarship that is printed in the program, and then I'll maybe hand you something if I have something to give you, and then I'll say your school and your major, and then people can clap for you, and then you can step back and I'll do the next one. All right, so Shaw, let's start this off first. Shaw McCoy, the Don Kish Memorial Scholarship for $500, the UW-Madison Claude and Dora Richardson Engineering Freshman Scholarship for $4,500, the Ronald and Joyce Wanek Foundation Scholarship for $5,000, and Shaw, I have something here for you for that one. and the Wanek Foundation asked me to read this. The Ronald and Joyce Wanek Foundation is a philanthropic organization committed to supporting STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, education, and other community initiatives. The foundation was established by Ronald Wanek, founder and chairman of Ashley Furniture Industries, LLC, and his wife Joyce. Through its various programs and partnerships, the foundation aims to inspire and empower students to pursue careers in STEM fields, as well as improve the quality of life in the community. The foundation is dedicated to making a positive impact on society and creating a better future for all. And certainly, some of you maybe don't know, the Wanek Foundation did some great stuff with providing equipment for a new building as well. And so this scholarship, 5,000, Shaw had to apply for this one, and I'm sure a lot of students did with a $5,000 award, but they are proud to present this $5,000 scholarship to Shaw McCoy. And, oh, Shaw, stay here. All right. And the Wisconsin Academic Excellence Scholarship for $9,000. And this one goes to a student living in Wisconsin that has the #1 grade point in the class going to a Wisconsin school. And Shaw chose UW-Madison, so he would qualify for all of those. And that would be money off of his tuition every year at Madison, and they sent a nice plaque certificate here. Micah Schiebel. And Micah gets the Wisconsin Technical Education Scholarship for $4,500. And this one is kind of like the one Shaw got. The state of Wisconsin gives this to a student that lives in Wisconsin going to a Wisconsin tech school, and also have had to take technical education classes along the way. And so Micah is our winner for this, and Micah will be going to Western for architectural technology. All right, Hannah Johnson. Hannah gets the Fairest of the Fair Scholarship for $600. The La Crosse County 4-H Leaders Association for $300. And there's something for me to read here, Hannah, from the 4-H Association. I am pleased to inform you that you have been selected by the La Crosse County 4-H Leaders to receive the $300 scholarship for 2024. The scholarship was established to recognize outstanding 4-H youth members for their commitment, contribution, and growth in leadership at the club and the community level. And a couple more bullet points. Your extra effort and commitment to your 4-H club helped you get this. Your growth in communication, leadership, and problem-solving skills, and participation in county, state, and national 4-H events. And come on over and get this. All right, stay here, Hannah. All right, and the Ultra Foundation Community Scholarship for $1,000. And not sure if you knew you were getting this one? No, I didn't think so. All right, so this is a big one that Ultra gives out some around the area, and it's hard to get these. We have students every year apply, not everyone gets it. And so Ultra wanted me to read this short statement. The Ultra Foundation Community Service Scholarship was created to recognize high school students who give their time and energy to improve our community. I'm pleased to announce this year's recipient from Luther High School is Hannah Johnson for $1,000. All right, Elijah Hoppy. Elijah gets the Rutherford Geology Scholarship for $500, the Schaefer Geology Scholarship for $1,332, the South Dakota School of Mines Silver Scholar Award for $16,000, and the My Energy Cooperative Community Service Scholarship for $1,000, and they sent a nice certificate here for you, Elijah. And, oh, missed a few things. Hannah Johnson, UW River Falls for pre-occupational therapy, didn't say that. Elijah Hoppy, South Dakota School of Mines for geology. All right, so gotta remember to say those all the way through, then the next time you guys come up on stage, then I won't say what school you've been to again. All right, okay, next, Ben Crabtree. Ben Crabtree, the Iowa State Academic Achievement Award for $44,000, the Iowa State Engineering Merit Scholarship for $5,500, and the My Energy Cooperative Community Service Scholarship for $1,000, and they sent that to me. All right, I guess Ben and Elijah didn't know that they were getting that $1,000. And Ben Crabtree going to Iowa State University for Ag Engineering and Ag Business. All right, next, Isaac Duberstein. Isaac will get the Martin Luther College Courier Scholarship for $6,000. And Isaac is going to Martin Luther College and major in secondary physical education. Mariska Gilbertson. Marty gets the Wisconsin Lutheran College Presidential Merit Scholarship for $80,000, the WLC Vocal Music Scholarship for $4,000, the WLC Band Scholarship for $4,000, and the WLC Visit Scholarship for $500. Marty will go to Wisconsin Lutheran College in Milwaukee for music education. Bryn Burr. Bryn will receive the La Crosse Community Foundation Chloe K. Eckelberg Scholarship for $1,000. And they sent me a packet here and a short statement to read about this scholarship. This memorial scholarship was established in 2020 after the loss of Chloe K. Eckelberg. Chloe, the daughter of Jonathan and Amy Eckelberg, died unexpectedly at 9 months old. She was born into a family of racers at the La Crosse Speedway. As a way to keep Chloe's spirit alive, this scholarship is meant to bring joy and happiness to members of the racing community as they work toward their educational goals. Any student in the region who is pursuing post-secondary education and is connected to or involved with racing at the La Crosse Speedway is eligible to apply. And Bryn applied, and they are awarding her $1,000. Nick Schultz. The Western Technical College Foundation Hackbarth Scholarship for $725. And Nick will go to Western next fall and major in building construction and cabinet making. And Western sent this nice certificate along with you, Nick. Grace Berg. Grace will receive the Riverland Energy at-Large Scholarship for $1,000 and the UW Stevens Point Investor Purpose Scholarship for $1,000 and the UW Stevens Point Pointer Promise Scholarship for $250. And that Riverland Energy one, which Claire is going to get to coming next, I know one of my kids got that, and they had to go to Arcadia High School on the last Saturday of March and have your name drawn, luckily, from all the schools that aren't in the Riverland territory that don't get the scholarship automatically. And you guys had to go there by chance and get drawn and take up your Saturday morning, and I think that was a good decision of doing that and making $1,000 each on that. All right, and Grace will go to UW Stevens Point and major in family and consumer sciences. And Claire, you? And Claire gets the Riverland Energy at-Large Scholarship for $1,000. Claire also gets the Taylor University Trustee Scholarship for $56,000 and the Taylor University Christian Leadership and Service Scholarship for $2,000. And Claire will be heading to the middle of Indiana next year to Taylor University and major in public relations. Right. I hope I covered all of you, if my notes are right, so you guys can go down, and then these students will come up for the second half of this part. Dustin Woolhafer, Jerry Weber, Faith Wallach, Delana Barty, Tabitha Larson, Xander Wendt, Jenna Harrington, Riley Olson, Tessa Vonderow, Tyler Arntz, and Emma Bomey. At the end of the night, if you would like a listing of all the scholarships with all the names attached, I made a whole bunch of sheets here. You can feel free to come up and pick one of these up at the end of the night. Parents, everyone can do that. All right, and next. All right, Dustin Woolhafer. And Dustin will receive the UW-Milwaukee Black and Gold Scholarship for $1,000 and the State of Wisconsin Opportunity Grant for $2,113. Destin will attend UW-Milwaukee for occupational therapy. Jerry Weber. Jerry will get the Winona State Presidential Honor Scholarship for $10,000. And Jerry will attend Winona State University and major in statistics. Faith Wallach. Faith will get the Viterbo University President's Scholarship for $64,000 and the Social Services Scholarship for $4,000. Faith will go to Viterbo next year and major in Communication Disorders and Sciences. Delana Barney. Delana will receive the Winona State Academic Award for $500, and Delana will attend Winona State University and major in elementary education. Tabitha Larson. Tabitha will receive the Bethany Lutheran College Presidential Scholarship for $52,000, a VA Scholarship for $2,000, and the VFW Lorne Rame Memorial Scholarship for $1,000. And they sent a certificate along. I'll read the short statement, Tabitha. And Lorne Rame served in the United States Air Force for 23 years. Upon his retirement from the service, he and his family moved to Sparta, Wisconsin. Lorne continued to serve the community in various activities, including the Veterans of Foreign Wars, where he served as the post commander. Lorne also believed in education that is important for our youth and future leaders. The family of Lorne Rame is offering this scholarship in his honor. The Rame family and the VFW would like to congratulate you and encourage you to further your education and become a good citizen of this great country. And Tabitha will be going to Bethany Lutheran College and majoring in art administration and studio art. Xander Wendt. Xander will get the Winona State Presidential Merit Scholarship for $5,000, and Xander will go to Winona State and major in statistics. Xander and Jerry will have stuff to talk about. All right, Jenna Harrington. Jenna will receive the New Hope Methodist Church Scholarship for $100 and the DeSoto VFW Scholarship for $250. Jenna will be going to UW Green Bay and major in Business Administration and International Business. Riley Olson. Riley will receive the MIT Institution Grant. This is not a misprint. Worth $328,000 at $82,000 a year. Riley will go to MIT in the fall, undecided on the major at this point. I think it's like 4% of the people apply, get in there. One of 26 from Wisconsin, I think it was last year, that got into MIT. Yeah, pretty cool. Tessa Vonderow. Tessa will receive the Wisconsin Lutheran Academic Scholarship for $70,000, the WLC Partners in Christian Education Scholarship for $8,000, the Ascentec Scholarship for $1,000, and Tessa will go to Wisconsin Lutheran College and major in Spanish and business. Tyler Arntz. Tyler will get the Viterbo University Hallmark Scholarship for $56,000, the Viterbo University Athletic Golf Scholarship for $2,000, the Viterbo University Local Business Scholarship for $8,000, the Viterbo Alumni Scholarship for $4,000, and the Viterbo University Senior Celestine Scholarship for $1,300. Tyler will go to Viterbo and major in business administration. Emma Bomey. Emma will receive the Michigan Technological University Excellence Award for $34,000, the Michigan Tech University Leading Scholar Award for $8,000, and the Michigan Tech University National Gold Scholars Award for $56,000. And of course, Michigan Tech, she's going, majoring in materials and science engineering. All right, that concludes this part of the ceremony. Mr. Adix and Mr. Bowers are next with music awards. You guys can have a seat.
This evening, we'll be recognizing those seniors who have received the top awards given out by the music department. This evening's music awards were decided by the music faculty and conference. When your name is called, please come forward and receive your award. The National School Marching Award. This award is given to a senior who has demonstrated outstanding leadership in the marching band program at Luther High School. This year, we are pleased to give out 2 of those awards. This year's National School Marching Award recipients have been instrumental to the success of the marching program. Over the summer, they led the band in reviewing and learning basic marching techniques. Throughout the marching season, they guided the ensemble down the road and on the football field. Thank you to this year's winners, Levi Falkenberg and Mariska Gilbertson. The John Philip Sousa Award. This award is given to a graduating senior who has distinguished themselves by exceptional musicianship in the band program. Our recipient this year has not only competed at the WSMA state level, but also led her section to great improvements over this past year. She has been a joy to work with. This year's John Philip Sousa Award is given to Grace Berg. The last of the instrumental awards is the Louis B. Armstrong Jazz Award. This award is given to a graduating senior who has displayed dedication and musical growth from within the jazz band. This year's winner has shown immense growth in jazz music over the past 4 years. She has reliably led her section and become a fluent jazz improvisation soloist. This year's Louis B. Armstrong Award is given to Clara Baudick.
Good evening. The next award that we will be giving out is the Choral All-Star Award. This award is given to graduating seniors who have distinguished themselves by displaying vocal leadership and excellence within the Luther High School Concert Choir. This group of seniors about to receive this award have been just great leaders. They've set a great example for their sections, helped out with countless tasks, kept things real for me when I needed it, you know what I'm talking about, and they were great leaders. They have been an outstanding group of people to work with. The Choral All-Star Award winners for 2024 are Mari Gilbertson, soprano, Ben Crabtree, bass, Sean McCoy, tenor, and Riley Olson, alto. Please come forward and be recognized. Congratulations. Mari, we're going to ask you to come back on stage for just a moment. At the Wisconsin State Music Association State Music Festival a few weeks ago at UWL, several of our students competed. I think we had almost 45 students competing in 26 or 27 different events, all demonstrating excellence, all striving to achieve the top marks in a very, very challenging situation. Every judge is given the right to select an exemplary performance throughout the day. They listen to an average of 30 to 35 outstanding performances, and they're really asked to choose the best of the best. This year, when I visited with Mari a few weeks ago, she said, "Yep, Mr. Radix, one of my goals is I absolutely want to win an exemplary performance award." And I'd like to congratulate Mari for receiving exactly that. Congratulations, Mari. That is quite an honor and one well-deserved. Well, this evening also, it's my privilege to give out several scholarships. Students, when your name is called, please, again, do come forward and receive your scholarships. The first one is the Sita Berg Scholarship, and that is given out. We are able to give out 2 this year, and each one is in the amount of $200. Sita Berg was a student here at Luther High School several decades ago, very active in music. She had a genuine love for the piano, and the Lord called her home at a very young age. Her family, however, has kept her memory alive by awarding a music scholarship each year. Scholarship candidates must demonstrate dedication to musical growth, while at Luther High School, the desire to continue on in music education, especially in service of the church and for need. Again, this year we are blessed to give out 2 scholarships in the amount of $200 each. Both of our scholarship winners this year have faithfully used their musical talents at Luther High School, and I'm confident that the Lord has plans to use both of them in His service in the church in future years. This year's Sita Berg scholarships are awarded to Mari Gilbertson and Clara Baudick. Please come forward. Congratulations. And one more scholarship is the Edwin and Elvina Hansen Scholarship. This year we are giving out 2 awards for $187.50 each. This scholarship recognizes students who have demonstrated exceptional dedication and service within the music department. Consideration is also given for need. Our 2024 Edwin and Elvina Hansen Scholarship winners are Mari Gilbertson and Shaw McCoy. Yes, Mari, you have to come back up again. Congratulations. We're going to ask Mari and Shaw to remain on stage as we present our final award, the Musical Night. The Musical Night is the highest award given by the Luther High School Music Department, recognizing individuals who have displayed exceptional dedication and excellence within the entire music department. Qualifications for this award: candidates must have distinguished themselves by outstanding musicianship and dedication to the vocal and instrumental divisions of the Luther High School Music Department. Participation in the band and the choir are highly regarded for consideration as a well-rounded musician. Candidates must have been members in one of the following organizations: Sound Foundation, Jazz Ensemble, Handbells, or been active with piano and organ. Candidates must have displayed outstanding musicianship by receiving a first division rating at the state level of the WSMA Solo and Ensemble Festival. Candidates must have demonstrated faithfulness by continued service and performance in Luther High School's performing organizations throughout their years at Luther, especially during their senior year. Candidates must have demonstrated a true Christian spirit, support for Luther High's objectives, and a desire to be a good ambassador for Christian education. This year's Musical Night recipients are two students who are excellent musicians in both the vocal and instrumental divisions of the music department. They've both demonstrated faithful dedication to their ensembles, their classmates, and their directors. They've both been in band and choir. They both play piano. They've each won first at state, both as vocalists and instrumentalists. Between them, we have the following list of musical talents: voice, percussion, flute, piccolo, trumpet, bass guitar, accordion, drum set, and I'm sure there are more things that we could add to the list. Both of these students have been faithful contributors to the music department, and we will definitely miss them next year. Our 2024 Musical Nights are Mari Gilbertson and Shaw McCoy. Congratulations. Next up, Mr. Lersch will come back with the Foundation and Friends Scholarships. Thank you.
All right, this group of scholarships called the Luther High School Foundation and Friends Scholarships. And I have a few things about this, this set here first, and students about what's in some of these envelopes. The Luther High School Foundation was established as a nonprofit corporation in 1989. The goal of the foundation is to manage the invested monetary gifts to ensure the long-term financial stability of Luther High School through third source funding, as well as to provide high school tuition assistance and post-high school scholarships, which is what these 40 envelopes are going to do. The funding for foundation scholarships comes from the interest generated by foundation investments. The funding for the second category of scholarships, the Friends Scholarships, comes directly, usually from an annual gift from the friend of Luther High School to a specific scholarship established by the donor. So this group, I'd really like to expand on these kinds. I think this is about my 10th year doing this, and been able to maybe get one more every year, and I'd like that number to even grow. And so you out there tonight, parents, grandparents, if you're going through this list, maybe you'll think of something. Hey, I'd like to maybe start a scholarship for something. Then talk to me or talk to Mr. Bias. He'd be happy to talk to you and be part of this ceremony in years to come. All right, could be for anything. You'll see these scholarships coming up. They're not just for academics. Could be sports, could be music, could be clubs, and want to keep this growing. In fact, one that went away, which I'd like to bring back, is an attendance scholarship. The senior that had the best attendance over 4 years. Maybe COVID kind of hurt that, but I think we could start that thing going again. A couple years ago, a student won that. 1 day missed in 4 years was the winner a couple years ago. So let's see if we can get that one going. All right, so that's just an idea. All right, so students. All right, so these envelopes that you're going to get, it may have the check made out to you right now. You could mobile deposit it from your seat. Right, when you get back there, you could deposit that check. Some of them have that. All right, some of them have the check made out to you and your school you're going to attend. So you have to sign it, then send it to the school you're going to, or take it with them, and then they'll take it off of your tuition. Some of them have letters of how to obtain the scholarship, maybe attend a meeting of the organization in the summer or some other time. Many of them are, you gotta go to a semester of college first, send us your grades from the first semester and your schedule for the second semester to show that yes, you're going, and then you'll get the money from them. Or you send me your schedule, the money is here in the Luther office, and then I get your check sent to you next January. Okay, so there's a lot of different possibilities out there. And then another one is, I have 2 checks sitting in my office right now for, you get the note tonight, but you have to send a thank you note to the individual that made the scholarship, take a picture of that thank you note, send that to me, and then I mail you the check. All right? And sometimes we hear about that, we laugh about that, but many colleges do it that way. And you only get the money if you send a thank you note. Do you really want it or not? All right, and seniors, I'll tell you, there's a couple people every year that they don't cash in on the scholarships. I don't send you reminders in January saying, hey, remember you got this last May? No, you have to put this somewhere where you're gonna remember. All right, there's the graph scholarships coming up tonight. There's 2,000 more in that this year because 2 students last year, they forgot about it or didn't care or whatever, right? So put this where you're gonna remember it. All right, so next, in order to qualify for these set of scholarships, the students had to submit a Google form to me again. This one was due back in March that included their post-high school plans at that time, and most of them are the same, as well as any extracurricular activities they were involved in during high school and volunteer work they've done over their high school years. And they started this document, this Google form, back when they were freshmen. I said, hey, write stuff down now so you don't forget all the different volunteer things that you do. This is important. Scholarships ask for these things. All right, so they had to submit that to me back in March. They didn't have to, but if they wanted to be part of this group, then they had to. All right, so it is time for the Foundation and Friends Scholarships. And the first group, if I can call it a group, everyone come up on stage in this first group, and that would be Isaac. Isaac, come on up. All right, Isaac Duberstein is our lone student going to Martin Luther College next year. This side, Isaac. And Isaac, again, major in secondary ed, physical education. And a lot of these scholarships are for ministry scholarships, people going on to MLC. And so I'll present you with all these. Isaac's about 9 envelopes here or something like that of these 40. And now, also, I'm not going to read the exact text through all of these like I did for the other group. Maybe I'll just add a little bit in here. Those of you with programs at your seats, you can see what the criteria and other things were. Okay, so here we go. First one. The Brendel Family Scholarship for $1,000, and this Brendel family, 3 children of Bud and Lily Brendel contribute $300 every year. They send checks, and then there's interest in the foundation that generates the other 100 to make it $1,000, and this year goes to Isaac Duberstein. The Dr. James Robbie Memorial Scholarship for $700. And the Robbie family set this scholarship up, and they made it pretty easy, even if there were more students. It goes by the top student in the class, going to MLC by class rank, Isaac Duberstein. The Armin, Ann, Gerald, and James Hune Scholarship for $1,000. And Isaac, in this envelope, there's a little history note from one of the members of the Hune family about their ties to this area, and all kinds of kids going through Luther High School, and their mom and dad. I guess Armin started teaching at Christ West Salem in 1932, so pretty cool. The David and Bernice Lair Memorial Scholarship for $1,000. And this scholarship funded by Steve and Cheryl Lair and Judy Peterson. And you seniors, if you know freshman Ava Lair, her great-grandparents would be David and Bernice. The Henkel Ministerial Training Scholarship for $1,000. Greg and Nancy Henkel really valued Christian education. They had 4 kids go through Luther and lived near Viroqua, and so quite the trek every day for that family. They have now retired and moved to Montana, and they told me yes, they still want to fund their scholarships that they've been doing for probably about 15 years. The Faculty Ministry Scholarship for $580. The Luther faculty chipped in and gave a bunch of money, totaled $580, and Isaac gets all of that for MLC next year. The St. Paul's Onalaska Saturday Morning Men's Bible Study Scholarship for $500. All right, this group meets on Saturday mornings at the Quick Trip on Sand Lake, and they contribute money regularly to fund this scholarship, and $500 goes to Isaac. A new one this year, the St. Luke's Pickwick Scholarship for $1,500. The donors of this, the Fabians, go to St. Luke's Pickwick. He contacted me and said, they want to start something. They're not sure how much it's going to be. This was probably January. And I'll let you know in a couple months. And a couple months went by, and called them. How much was this? Oh yeah, I'll get back to you next week. And $1,500 they got for Isaac to go to NLC. And the last ministry scholarship, and this will also be the first part of the next scholarship, sponsored by Neil and Cheryl Horman. And probably about 7 years ago, they gave a nice amount to the Luther Foundation, which would generate interest every year to fund this scholarship for $1,000, and a business scholarship for $1,000, and then an educational needs scholarship for $2,000, all coming from the interest. And the first one that they want to make sure goes out is the Ministerial Training Scholarship for $1,000 for Isaac. All right, new people coming up for the next group. And here we got Levi, Faith, Elijah, Riley, Hannah, Clara, Jonah, Dakota, Tabitha, Grace, and Andrew. I think that's everyone in this group. Kind of dividing the rest of these in half. Hopefully my envelopes are in the order of your programs. All right, keep going, keep going. People need to see Tabitha and Faith. All right. First one, the Neil and Cheryl Horman Business Scholarship for $1,000. And the Hormans owned a successful accounting business in Onalaska, and they sold that, and they are big in the business field, and they want to support a Luther student every year. And the winner of this one is going to UW Eau Claire for business management. That is Levi Falkenberg. Now, Isaac knew he was getting a bunch of them. I don't know if he knew the names of all his scholarships. I told him that he was the only one who would get a bunch. The rest of these, maybe they know a few, but otherwise I'm guessing Levi was surprised with that one, maybe. All right. Okay. Next one, the Gerald and Marcella Meyer Horman Educational Need Fund Scholarship for $2,000. And this was a pretty lengthy application that the kids had to do. Send in tax records of the 1040, GPA 15%, community involvement, and also write a short essay. Whenever there's a short essay, I think some kids say, oh, I don't want to do that. But some of our kids we're going to see coming up here, it's been well worth their time to write a good essay. All right, and the winner of this one is Faith Wallach. All right, next is the Torger Henkel Memorial Engineering Scholarship for $2,000. And this one, he probably knows he's getting this one because he's been at this presentation for a couple years with his older sister and older brother and heard about something like this. And so maybe not a surprise to Elijah Hoppy for getting this one. All right, the Henkel family gave this. They said, hey, we'll give it to anyone going into engineering, but hey, if you ever have someone that's going into mining engineering or South Dakota School of Mines, that would be our top thing, and a pretty easy decision for the faculty to make it this year for Elijah doing exactly that. The Time and Talent Scholarship for $1,000. And every year, Bruce and Ginger Gents send me a check for $1,000 to give to a worthy individual. And this one, 242 volunteer hours, many of those teaching Sunday school, in drama with major roles, sound foundation, tennis, grade point average above 4.0, Christian conduct and attitude reflected gratitude to God and exemplary work ethic. Oh yes, Riley Olson. The Cale Pierce Donovan Memorial Scholarship for $2,000. This one started by Dan and Vicki Kunz, and some of you students know Mr. Kunz, who does chapel a bunch of times, all right, and used to teach here for like 25 years. Their infant grandson Cale died when he was just an infant, and they started this program then. And this one, a little bit more work. Again, apply with an essay, and have to be going into healthcare, and be also quality student. And we had about 4 people apply this year, and the best candidate and the best essay was Hannah Jensen. All right, and next, the Gilbertson family military scholarships. 2 awards at $100 each. Just started this scholarship last year for students doing something military, and we have 2 this year, and that would be Jonah Bain going into the Marines, and Clara Boddick going into the Air Force. Next, the Seven Arrows Healthcare Scholarship for $500. The Comey family started this one last year. Didn't get any people last year, but this year I think there were maybe 4 possible people going to Western and doing something in healthcare. And this one also required an essay, and funded by the Comey family. They take the essays and they graded them, and the Comeys told me the winner of this is Dakota Lumps. Right, next, Tabitha Larson. Tabitha Larson will get the Fabian Betzinger Family Educational Scholarship. And this was a pretty easy one for the faculty as well. They wanted someone that's going to Bethany Luther College and involved in the arts at Luther. And Tabitha was in drama, art class, and going to Bethany to major in art. And also an essay required for this one, which Tabitha did a nice job at. Good Steward Scholarships. We have 2 of these at $500. And Good Steward picked the winners of these. They pick the winners, they keep track of the hours that students work there, and then they just kind of run them by me to make sure that, that the students are good trustworthy students and do some other work in the community. And they gave me the 2 names this year. I said, absolutely. And the first one, things at his church, St. Michael's Fountain City, ushering, brass band, cleaning up, men's choir, working in the community in Fountain City with flood, sandbags, and now we can guess who that is, Andrew Wolf. All right, and the next one works for cancer benefits, log rolling, Camp Whitewater, drama, junior nights band, pro-life nights. All right, and that would be Grace Berg. Okay, and Andrew Wolf, maybe first time up. Andrew is going to Minnesota State College Southeast and going to CNC machining. All right, and next, the Millie Munfrum Life Scholarship for $350, and for a student active in pro-life nights. And should have had you stay up here, Grace Berg. Two Quick Trip Leadership Scholarships. All right, criteria: recipients demonstrate leadership and a servant's heart. Well, that could be many of our students. This year the faculty chose 2 people who are huge into volunteer hours, about over 300 volunteer hours during high school, and also some leadership. One is president of National Honor Society and the other is president of Pro-Life Nights. Hannah Johnson and Riley Olson. And that concludes that set of people halfway through. So now most of you can clear off. Some others are going to come up. You're going to maybe pass each other. Some of you are going to stay. So these are the people I need up here next. All right. So we need Shaw, Riley, Faith, Tabitha, Hannah, Grace, Emma, Ben, Alexis, Mari, Elijah, Claire, Tessa, Jerry, Xander. All right. Switch around. Switch around. I hope all my highlights and circles on here are correct to get the right people up. If you just sat down and your name was called in, you just have to come back up. Okay, it is good that a new rubber band over my neck set, so working out so far. All right, great. All right, next, the Gail Peterson Memorial Scholarships. All right, this one, again, managed by the foundation, generates interest every year, and this year, $3,150 of interest to give out to this scholarship. And students had to work for this one. They had to write an essay and submit it to the English department, and those essays were graded and ranked in order, and splitting up this $3,150, and I can't remember how much each of you got. You'll have to look inside your envelope, but that is awarded to 3 students, and this was open to any students at Luther High School. It didn't have a grade point average, didn't have a where you go into school requirement, just had to write this essay and turn it in. And these 3 people are getting this: Sean McCoy, Riley Olson, Faith Wallach. The next one also required an essay, the Gary Stelzig Educational Scholarship. Last year this was only one of them, but Rose Stelzig, the wife of Gary, called me in January and said, we want to give another $1,000 this year. And let's give it to anyone. They don't have to just be going to Martin Luther College. That was the original. Let's give it to any students going anywhere. All right, and 2 extracurricular activities each year have to have an essay, 200 to 300 words, and then the Stelzig family takes these essays and they graded them, and then they told me the winners. And Rose actually lives not too far from here. I went there to pick up the awards for these 2 people, Tabitha Larson and Hannah Johnson. So, all right, next, Faith, Tabitha, Hannah, you can have a seat, all right? And while you guys are doing that, you can go all the way down, and the rest of you, can you arrange yourselves in alphabetical order? All right, come on, that's how I have the envelopes, so go right down the line, you can do it. Honor students, most of you, honor students, come on, you can do it. Alphabetical by last name. Now, hopefully, I put these in alphabetical order. All right. Well done. All right. All right, great. The next group here, the Elizabeth Graf Scholarships, $7,850 was interest this year that faculty could give out to however many people he wanted to. And not a lot of criteria, but attend a 4-year college is one of them. Minimum B average and active in co-curricular activities. All right, and going down the list. All right, and I hope I had everyone come up here. That's on here. All right, and so different amounts for these last 12, and we'll go right down the list. Come on over to me, shake my hand, I'll give you the envelope. Go to the end, next person slide down. All right? Graceburg. Emma Bomey. Ben Crabtree. I wanted to pause at Alexis, though, because Alexis' first time up here, Alexis Church going to Montana State for animal science. Marty Gilbertson. Elijah Hoppy. Shaw McCoy. Riley Olson. Tessa Vondero. Jerry Weber. Xander Wendt. And Claire Yu. All right, that concludes this part. You guys can have a seat as Mr. Babinick will come down to give some athletic awards.
Good evening, everybody. It is my privilege to present the highest level of awards in the athletic department this evening. They're listed for you. We'll start with the first one. And athletes, as you come up today and receive your awards, if you would receive them from me, and then we'll have you come to the center stage, and we'll just all stay up here until all of them are completed. Okay. The first one are the WIA Scholar Athlete nominees. These are awards that were presented earlier, or at least were announced earlier. So if Hannah Johnson and Elijah Hoppy would come forward, I have one more thing for them. The WIA Scholar athletes criteria, they must have earned 4 varsity letters in WIA sanctioned sport. And then there's a point system that the WIA has established that we use to look at accomplishments that they've done within those sports. It's based really on championships, individual championships for individual sports, and team championships for team sports. If they've been MVPs for their team, there are points. So they're accruing all those different points. And then each school in the state of Wisconsin can present one male, one female to the state, and then 32 are chosen from there. So Hannah Johnson earned 8 letters for us here at Luther High School throughout her career. 4 letters in cross country, 4 in track. In track, she was a sectional qualifier. 1 step away from state. So congratulations to Hannah. Elijah Hoppy earned 7 letters in his career, 4 in cross country, 3 in track and field. Elijah was a standout track athlete, over a dozen career conference achievements, WIA regional achievements, sectional honors. He was a state qualifier. He was a member of 3 team WIA championships in track and field. The most recent one happened on Monday. He's also the owner of 3 different school records here at Luther High School. Congratulations, Elijah. It's worthy to note Elijah will continue track and field at the college level as a hard rocker. Is that what it is? At the South Dakota School of Mines. All right. The next one on our list is the Eunice Beagle Memorial Scholarship. This one goes to Isaac Duberstein. This scholarship was established by the Beagle family some years ago in honor of their mother and wife. Eunice was a very active cross-country mom, also an active softball mom. Their daughters participated in both of those. Eunice was also the wife of a Wells teacher, so I think it's pretty appropriate that this scholarship of $200 goes to someone who is dedicating his life to the full-time ministry as well. So congratulations, Isaac. The next award, the Triple Threat Award, is a brand new award. This is the first year ever that we are giving this one out. So if you can indulge me for a moment, I think I need to set some background for why we changed our athletic awards and began this award here called the Triple Threat Award. In today's world, the multi-sport athlete is a declining athlete. Specialization is on the rise. Now, while specialization may sound like a really good thing, and it can be, the multi-sport athlete is really a coveted athlete. In our school size, we need and want our athletes to be well diversified. It's good for the athlete, and it's good for our school programs to have our kids involved in many of our programs and teams. There are documented advantages for the multi-sport athlete. Less risk of overuse injuries. You're learning from multiple coaches. Cross-training leads to better athleticism, mental development, teamwork skills. It reduces the chance of burnout. And as I said before, multiple school programs are helped. College coaches prefer multi-sport athletes. Why? They tend to have less injuries and be less injury prone. They tend to be more coachable. They're always competing. They are or it is easier for coaches at the college level to transition them to different positions that maybe they didn't play or participate in before. And they have higher ceilings. That is more potential for greatness than the high school athlete that specializes. For all of these reasons, and for many others, we wanted to especially honor the multi-sport athlete and recognize them, and in particular, the three-sport athlete. What's the criteria? Be involved. Be involved in your school all 3 seasons. If you looked in that thing, it's not only being involved as an athlete, but also as maybe a videographer, a statistician, which are important team members as well. So tonight, we give the first ever Triple Threat Award. So please welcome to the stage, Mr. Shaw McCoy. Shaw has participated in all 12 seasons during his high school career, 4 in cross country, 4 in basketball, 4 in baseball. During his fall season, not only was he doing cross country, but you would have seen him on the football sidelines as well, doing stats for the football program. And he's been no stranger to the stage tonight. When you look at, not only is he active in all of his sports and those programs, but he's a top-notch academic kid, and he is involved heavily in the fine arts programs as well, as you saw tonight. So blessed Shaw is, and what a blessing that you've used your God-given talents as fully as you have. Congratulations, Shaw. The next award is one that is renamed. We simply called it, or prior to this year, it was our senior male and senior female athlete. We've redefined that now as our distinguished female athlete and our distinguished male athlete. This award, the criteria has not changed. 6 varsity letters in WIAA recognized sports are what they have to have earned in order to be eligible for this award. For the females, we had 3 athletes that met that criteria this year, and this year's recipient of the Distinguished Female Athlete is Tabitha Larson. Tabitha earned 7 letters, 3 in cross country, 4 in track and field. She was most decorated in track and field. She was a sectional qualifier already as a freshman in the 1600 meter relay. Also in her junior year in the 1600 meter and 1600 meter and 3200 meter relays. And on Monday, she qualified for the sectional meet in the 400. So she's a diverse runner as well. And she'll run tomorrow at Bangor with a trip to state on the line. So congratulations, Tabitha. Noteworthy is that Tabitha will also continue to run track and field at Bethany next year. Our distinguished male athlete, Logan Barr. There were 7 athletes that met that criteria this year. Logan earns that and receives that. He earned letters in 11 varsity sports throughout his career. 4 in football, 4 in basketball, 3 in baseball. In baseball, Logan's leadership skills were recognized as he was named a captain in his junior season. In football, same thing, leadership, captain. He was a 3-time all-conference selection. He was also selected as his team's most valuable player in his senior year. He was also recognized by the entire Cooley region as a Tribune All-Area player. In basketball, Logan was a contributing member of teams that won 3 WIA regional championships, 2 WIA sectional championships, and of course in 2023 a WIA state championship. Individually, he was also a team captain, multiple Cooley All-Conference selections, multiple Tribune All-Area recognition, scoring over 1,000 points and becoming Luther's all-time leading scorer. He was a WBCA, that's the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association, Division IV All-State recognition, basically saying he's one of the best players in the state. Selected to play in the WBCA All-Star Game this summer, and to top that off, he won the WIA three-point shooting contest back in March, simply saying he's the best three-point shooter as well. So congratulations, Logan. Please join me in one more round of applause for these athletic award winners.
Last set of scholarships coming, called Community Scholarships. And we have 11 students. We'll bring you all up here. And that would be Ben, Emma, Hannah, Alexis, Jenna, Nick, Mari, Micah, Shaw, Callie, and Tabitha. These community scholarships, again, some of the students, a few know about these, some of them don't. Some of these awards, a check made out to you right away tonight, students, and some of them get like next January. Again, students up on stage and seated, read your envelope and the description for how to get your award. All right, so another $17,000 going out here. I have some envelopes, some folders, some medals. And here we go with the American Legion Americanism Awards. We have two of these given by the Onalaska Legion. The Onalaska Legion is great to our school as they give these awards, and they also sponsor boys and girls to go to Badger Boys and Girls State. All right, and last year they upped this award from $500 to $1,000 each, and so our two winners both attended Badger Boys and Girls State last summer, and also it says to be involved in community activities, patriotism, citizenship, academic standing, involvement in school and community activities. All right, and one of them, St. Matthew's Winona. Another, St. John's Nodine, National Honor Society, Sound Foundation, Student Council, Great Grades, Ben Crabtree, and Emma Bomey. The American Red Cross Scholarship for 500, we think 500. Every year the Red Cross does blood drives here, and one more tomorrow, and then they said they'll be sending a check to Luther High School for an amount which we think is, Mrs. Town thought, $500 based on how many we did. And then it might take a few weeks before the recipient gets the money. So right now this envelope is empty with nothing in it. It'll come in a few weeks and you'll get a check. Hannah Johnson. The Lacrosse Kiwanis Community Award for $750. For a lot of years it was $300. This year they said we've upped it to $750, And she knows she's getting this ready because back in April, went to a banquet at the Radisson in early April. Mr. Punzel attended as well. A Good Kid Award, involved in school, church, community service activities. Doesn't have to be the top student in the class or even an A student, but she is. Lots of community involvement, Camp Whitewater, St. Luke's Pickwick, National Honor Society, always willing to help. Alexis Church. The Oktoberfest Gemütlichkeit Foundation Scholarship for $1,000. All right, she knows she's getting this one because I said, hey, I have to send a picture in. And so she said, yep, all right, go ahead. And now the time is someone positive community involvement, showing an interest in cross-cultural understanding. A lot of community things and school things, volleyball for 4 years, softball for 4 years, robotics, drama stage crew, 4-H, DeSoto concession stand worker, minor in international business at UW Green Bay, Jenna Harrington. The next one, I've said a lot of times, students had to do a lot to get this one. Maybe not so much for this one. All I had to do was I said after chapel one day, hey, any seniors that live on French Island, come and see me. Nick. Oh, great. All right. Nick, your shirt looks like Levi's shirt. I got you mixed up. All right. Nick Schultz, yes, live on French Island and attend a 2- or 4-year college. And Nick is going to Western, and they sent me how Nick can get his $400 applied to his scholarship next year. The Onalaska Lions Scholarship for $500. And this one, live in Onalaska, be a resident of Onalaska, and write and type an essay describing that commitment and involvement in community volunteer type of things. Only had one student that applied this year, had to write an essay, I guess. I had to send that essay in, and they had to verify some things with me, and I sent it in and verified, yes, certainly give this scholarship to Marty Gilbertson. All right, the next ones are all given by the La Crosse Community Foundation. They have an office in downtown La Crosse. They take in probably hundreds of $1,000s a year, and they manage scholarships to many high schools in the area. And they give Luther High School a piece of those as well. And the first one, they've been giving this one for years, called the Borton Construction Scholarship. And really looking for someone going into management, engineering, drafting, design, and the fact that we have a perfect person for this, going into architectural technology at Western, Micah Schiebel. The La Crosse Community Foundation Viam Scholarship. All right, Clayton and Vivian Viam. Vivian was a nurse, Clayton was an engineer, and they give a big sum to the foundation every year, and this year Luther High School gets $2,200 to give out. I think it's $1,100 per year. Again, check the envelope to how you obtain that money. And our scholarship committee took a student going into engineering this year, and the top of the class going into engineering, Sean McCoy. All right, the next one, she knows about this one, and some of you do too if you look at the La Crosse Tribune. All right, the La Crosse Tribune Community Foundation Extra Effort Award. And when I started this about 10 years ago, every student got at least $100. Some people got more. One year, like my second year, one of our students got 1,000. That was really neat. And then 2 years ago, we had a student that got $3,000. Found out at the banquet. And this year, last week, they said they're not sure yet of the award. The money keeps coming in. They'll let me know in the summer to tell the person. Well, didn't take them that long, because Monday they sent me an email and said we have $5,000 for this award this year. And this extra effort award, if you've seen the La Crosse Tribune, some of these articles, really given to a student that has overcome lots of hardships during high school. And faculty talked about a few different kids. And so I teach biology, so I still really haven't heard of some of these things that Callie has had to deal with. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, with loose jointedness, shoulder surgery, her sophomore year, and postural orthostatic tachycardia, and got to have her blood pressure taken a lot in school. All right, chronic cell urticaria. All right, lots of medications, lots of different reactions, driving an hour to school every day. So Callie has really overcome lots of things, and this award is perfect for her. Congratulations, Callie. Now, Callie is unsure where she's going to go next year. Maybe cosmetology, maybe early child care. And I thought Callie would maybe do something in healthcare related, because she's had so many things happen to her. Usually that happens, but maybe she'll change her mind yet about that too. All right. Okay, and the last one, the Valerie Berman Art Plus Scholarship for $8,000. And this is a new one, and according to the Community Foundation, I think it was February, they sent me an email and said, hey, Luther High School, you can have this one this year only. It's available to a Luther student this year only. And I read the criteria, all right, double major in art, plus some more practical field like education or business. And I said, well, probably have some students going into that. The students haven't told me what they're going to do yet. They have till March. So I went down and talked to Mrs. Elke. Hey, Mrs. Elke, anybody in your art class that's doing something other than that? She goes, yeah, Tabitha is. Oh, all right, perfect. And it really fits this criteria. And we hit the right year to have a student if we only get this year. So Tabitha Larson, $8,000 towards your tuition next year. Okay, that ends my portion. All right, you guys can all have a seat, and Mr. Punzel will come up then for the valedictorian, salutatorian, and honor cords. Wow, you seniors, just seemed like yesterday how you guys were freshmen in the COVID year, after COVID, coming back. Wednesday, what did we call it? Virtual Wednesday. Oh, those are some fun days, huh? All right, school 4 days a week at that time. All right, with masks until the last 2 weeks of the year. All right, and now you guys are off to college. Pretty neat. All right, Mr. Punzel. And one last thing, I do have this award list. If anyone would like to come and get copies of this after, I'll put them out on the stage. And plus, if there are any scholarship donors here tonight that would like to get a picture with any of the winners, feel free to do that. Or parents, just get a picture with your son or daughter or groups of friends. You can certainly do that anywhere you want up here. All right.
Finally, students who are here, if you could come up to the stage in this order, please. Grace Berg, Emma Bomi, Alexis Church, Ben Crabtree, Mari Gilbertson, Elijah Hoppy, Hannah Johnson, Eli Krause, Tabitha Larson, Shaw McCoy, Riley Olson, Faith Wallach, Jerry Weber, Xander Wendt, Andrew Wolf, and Jane Wolf. These students that you see in front of you have earned honor cords. They have achieved a GPA for 7 semesters of 3.666 or higher. Congratulations on using your God-given gifts. We're gonna give you your honor cords here, and if you could drape them around your neck, that would be fantastic. All right, and then we're all just gonna stay up here for a picture. Okay? Is that good? All right. Again, let's give this group of students one more round of applause. Also this evening, would like to recognize our salutatorian for the class of 2024, Riley Olson. And our valedictorian for the class of 2024, Shaw McCoy. You're all welcome back to attend graduation, which will be this coming Sunday at 2 o'clock in the Ace Gymnasium. Students, please wear your honor cords for that day. I'd like to give personal thanks to Mark Liersch for his work here tonight organizing this. Joel Babinek, thank you for your work there. Greg Bowers, Paul Adix, thank you for your work. Before we close with prayer, 2 things for you. First of all, students, to a challenge that I have for you in the next 72 hours, to say thank you to the people that are standing in front of you here this evening, or for those of you who are seated behind you, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, a godparent, a teacher, family, friend, people that have supported you through your elementary education and your high school education. Again, say thank you to them. There's a challenge. And then the other challenge for everybody here in this room, especially for the young people, a year from now, who are you going to text or snap or whatever trendy communication term there is at that time, an encouragement in staying connected to their Lord and Savior. Again, that's a challenge that I give to each student here. A year from now, you put that in your thought, oh yeah, if I could send Eli a note, or Faith a note, or Alexis a note, okay? That's great. Because again, as a group of Christians, we need to stick together and encourage one another to stay connected to their Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And for the older generation that is in the audience here tonight, that is also my challenge to you. When you see these young people here standing in front of you or over here, again, encouraging them to stay connected to their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, those words go a long ways. So again, extremely thankful for you seniors, for the work that you've done here at Luther High School. Thank you to your parents, your grandparents, your friends and your neighbors for the support that you give here for the ministry at Luther High School. All of you here in this room is a blessing to what we do. Let's close with prayer. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, again, we are thankful for the young people that are graduating here this Sunday from Luther High School. We ask that you be with them, give them opportunities to continue to grow in their faith, give them opportunities to share their faith with other people, because they'll come into contact with many different people that they can't even imagine here today. We ask that you bless our ride home this evening, and bless our day ahead tomorrow. We ask this in your name. Amen. Thanks for coming, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And again, God bless. Thank you, everybody. If moms and dads, if you want a group picture of these fine people here, they'll stay up here. If you want to grab a quick one, that would be great. Looks like we're good. Go ahead. You can enter the off stage. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Have a great night. Congratulations, everybody. Great work. Way to use your God-given talents. Enjoy being a pointer next year. That's a great spot.